liquor store, and really we all over the country right now, man. Because you look at the bottom, man, we in the West Coast with it, man. And you look right beside me, we in the trap with it, man. If you look over here with me, we in the liquor store. So you're drunk, you're on the West Coast, and you're in the ferries all at the same damn time in the word of the future. So hey, man, but how you living, Wes?
Shoot, man, I'm Gucci Uchi. Ooh. Yeah,
Hey, Lan, how you living, man?
I'm living righteous, my boy. You already know how I live. You know how I'm living over here in Alabama, man.
He just lied. He just lied. It's 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock with my boy.
King. Call you the Lion King. Get you
this man lying 10 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Y'all
ain't gotta be like that, man.
I'm gonna have a picture of landlord. You know that picture when Rafiki's holding up the baby like this. It's gonna be a Rafiki right here, and then it's gonna be landlord face on
Y'all ain't gotta behave that way, man. So nobody got faith in me living righteously. That's crazy.
Hey, listen to me. I had an epic rant the other day, so I can't. Mike McCarthy and is Lion King, and Kellen Moore is Lion King. So you can't. You're not on their level yet. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
That's Simba and Mufasa. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
But hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy West Coast, man. Mr. Run the Damn Ball himself, it's your favorite blogger's blogger, man. Then I got my cousin, Mr. HTM. Y'all done been in the store. A couple of y'all was short on your purchases. So if you know, all them times he rounded up, he don't need that, but I need that. You know what I'm saying? So if you go ahead and hit that Cash App, you know what I'm saying, I'll make sure he get it. He nicer than me. You know what I'm saying? It's National Get My Money Back Day, because some of y'all was talking mad crap about my quarterback. I got receipts. I got screenshots. I'm not being petty, but I do got a couple of recordings. And I kind of need my money back. You know what I mean? Like
I had a guy bet against our own teim. So
bro, listen to me.
I need you to show up and give me what you owe.
And speaking of which, hey, you know that Miami Dolphin? Not Miami. Yeah, no. He was a Miami Dolphins fan. He was a Chargers / Miami Dolphins fan. He said he had two teams. You met me in a smoke shop. I was buying some loose leaves. My Cash App, it worked. You know what I'm saying? I told you I'm too real to hit you up and ask you for my money. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of petty, so I might call you about as soon as the show over. Make sure you answer the phone, man, because I would hate for you to, on the low, to be not as real as you said you was in front of all them good Christian people that day inside that smoke shop. So go and hit that Cash App, brother.
Coming over here bothering these good people.
These good Christian people. What is wrong with
them folks ain't did nothing to nobody.
I was just in the smoke shop trying to get me some loose sleeves. You know what I mean? With my cowboy shirt on, and y'all start messing with me. You feel me? So I need my money, man. I'm gonna have to give that young man a call today.
See, when I see certain comments, I know that ain't in my chat box. I'm like, wait a minute. I was finna be this talked or something. I don't know what. Make up a new word, cause I seen that.
You would have seen a powder snorter in there.
Hey, one of them shouters in there, man. I'm like, hold on, man. This couldn't be in the trap. We don't behave that way.
Hey, listen to me. This is National Get Your Money Back Day. But this is also national. If you say dumb stuff about my quarterback, I'm just gonna think you're my baby mama trying to get attention to my live stream. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're saying that Dak didn't play well yesterday, then guess what? You're just gonna self-admit that you don't know football like that. And I only got 47 minutes with these dudes, so we're not gonna waste no time with you. But if you got something productive and constructive that you want to say about my quarterback, I'm gonna read you all day. You feel me? I got you all day.
Yeah, and we giving mods away for the spin back game now. If you ain't got no mod, that's the best way to do it.
Somebody just got modded out.
When you spin right back, that's how you get you a mod. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do it. So hey, if you do it consistently, we're gonna mod you up. So we appreciate y'all and the support, man. Let's get it.
Indeed. And hey, man, we ain't got no sponsors. Y'all sponsor us, so we always have raffles and other stuff going on over here in the liquor store, in the trap, and over there with Wes and them. So right now, I am raffling away 3 different prizes over here in the liquor store, man. We'll be giving away a copy of Madden 24. We'll be giving away a Dallas Cowboy jersey of a winner's choice, and also a Dallas Cowboys bobblehead of the winner's choice. So there's 3 different prizes for 3 different people. All you got to do to enter the raffle is send $5 to the Cash App. It's $Hennythemoor. When I take down the poster, you'll be able to see it in the bottom left-hand corner. and we're monetized over here in the liquor store. So if you seeing $5 through the super chats or the super stickers, you'll also be entered for a chance to win. We'll be doing this drawing all the way until November the 1st. That's the last day to get your entries in, and then after that, we'll do the drawing on the very next day, the 2nd.
Hey,
So thanks for y'all support, in advance, man. But hey, Wes, you got anything that you're promoting over there, man?
yeah, real quick. I need to do a raffle real quick while we sitting here doing it. I could just do it in 2 seconds. Literally, I just got to pick one name. Dude's name. Boom, boom, boom. Here you go. All the names are in there. Let's see. Hold on. My boy Michael McCoy. My boy wanted Micah Parsons jersey. Inbox me, Mike. I got your run the damn ball hat too. Also, Randy Bavard, got your package right here. It's going out right now. My boy Deuce got yours right here. Antoinette got yours right there. Louis G got yours. I got like 4 packages that I'm dropping off right after this show. So if you are about 8 other people who you should be getting your tracking numbers in about, this show's gonna be over at 11. You'll get your tracking numbers by like 11:30.
All right.
Yeah, and I got El Professor, and I'm waiting on Cowboys Click to drop his address. You said something about you don't want it. Let me know now. We can push it to somebody else if you don't want the signed autograph Also Digazoo and Nefarious hat. So
I'm out. If he don't want it, it should default to the oldest content creator on the content show.
That's how I go.
It should default to the content creator with dreads and glasses.
No, I did not see that. Landlord is excluded because he's giving it away. So since that rule don't apply, I still get the hat. There we go.
I know Professor got one, and then Cowboys Click got the other one. So I'm gonna mail them out probably tomorrow if I get the address. So make sure you let me know. Tap in with me.
But hey, real quick, salute to Candy Hudson for the $5 super sticker. She sent a pair character lying on the side, raising his arm while saying, "How's it going?" That's love right there.
She chilling hard.
Hey, salute to Cowboys Click over here too for the $20 super chat.
Shout out to you.
That man said, "I want to win something because I think I want something already. I never hear how good J-Run Curse did." J-Run Curse, played good. They hit him with a bad penalty. I don't know how you called that when the man was trying to slide after he got hit. So I don't. J-Run Curse played good football.
I'm gonna tell you why. He got the penalty.
Because he's a Cowboy?
No. I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because I'm all about fairity. Because J-Ron Curse's helmet touched the quarterback's helmet, and it was on Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There are certain things the NFL is not going to, and it's not even that they're gonna stand for it, but it's just certain things, bruh. On Monday Night Football, it was a nice, clean hit, but as you notice, he's going down. J-Ron, listen, they do need to fix this rule because, well, technically it is fixed because if a quarterback is giving himself up, then technically the play's down, and if a quarterback pretends like he's giving himself up, then jumps up like the boy did in college, that's a penalty. That's a penalty. So technically they have fixed it. So, but the only problem is it's like you're J-Ron Curse, right? You're flying full speed and you're only going like 40 feet. You know what I'm saying? So the moment of decision is all reaction. You guys remember defense plays off reaction. We're playing from behind. Everything a defensive player does, you got to remember everything a defense does is what we step to the side or we stepping back. You know what I'm saying? We're always playing out of reaction, right? So it's like his reaction is to hit the quarterback who's trying to get the first down. So it's like I think they need to come up with something where it's like when the quarterback's going down, you got to think J-Ron Curse, if he's trying to hit him at his shoulder pad, at his pad level, and the quarterback's going down, then he's naturally as he going down going to meet his what? He's going to meet his helmet, or he's going to fly right over him.
Right. Yeah, it was a very.
You got to do something. I mean, I don't know how they. I mean, maybe for sure it should be replayable, and it should be with intent. I think it needs to be something with intent. Like if you can if you can clearly see he did it, then he did it. But every time my head touched another player's helmet, like it shouldn't be a penalty.
I ain't gonna lie, that was an interesting play. I seen somebody brought it up. T-Dub said like when Herbert caught his own pass for a positive gain. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I seen that, I was like, man, we probably finna lose.
Hey, but
that don't happen, bro. That don't happen on your night.
I seen it happen before. what's the boy name?
It's
Marcus Mariota.
It's not considered a pass though.
It's considered a pass.
Well, but think about this.
Marcus Mariota caught his own ball for a touchdown pass in the playoff game.
Yeah, but think about this.
It got batted in the air on a pass attempt. He the one that caught it, and he just ran into the end zone. They called it a touchdown pass.
Yeah, but my thing is this. Right. Technically, once the defensive player hits it, that's a
batted ball.
It's a batted ball.
Batted ball, but you can still have a completion on a batted ball.
Yeah, you can, because what if it batted in a
it should be considered a completed pass to yourself though.
Listen though, what if you batted the ball and it went through the bat and a receiver caught it? That'll still be a completion. So it probably don't matter who caught it. It doesn't
matter who catch it. Yeah, and it's a gray area. You know, any other time a quarterback technically can't throw himself the damn ball.
yeah.
So you know they don't have like a separate rule for it.
The rule probably is just something simple like somebody got to touch it first. And know what I'm saying? Like,
what if a quarterback throws a ball, it hits the goal pylon, boom, and he catches it?
Pylon.
That'll be incomplete pass.
Not pylon, but it hits the
goalpost.
The goalpost. It gotta be a person, I believe.
Goalpost is considered field of play. So you can't throw it to the goalpost and then catch it. So
but I bet you somebody else got to touch it before you can catch it.
All right, better one. What if he throws it and hits the referee, pops up, and he catches it?
Referees are also considered field of play. So I don't know if that's a penalty or I don't know if that's a penalty or completion because referees, you know, get in the way of the play all the time. They don't get.
No, they get in the way of the Cowboys play all the time. Because you saying him, he stood in the way. He's just like, look, we're not gonna let you do this. Like get out the way, bro.
Hey, real quick, since we on it, man, let's go ahead and talk about the obvious thing. I mean, listen, we're gonna do negative, positive. We're gonna do PN. You know what I'm saying? That's what this show going. We're gonna do we're gonna do a negative. Then we're gonna do a positive, and that's what it's gonna be. We're gonna give each because we only got like 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do negative, and we're gonna do offensive, defensive, and then we're gonna do positive. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start with the positive. We're gonna go around. We're gonna start with the position group. Your quarterback. Let's talk about how my quarterback played yesterday.
I'm gonna start it off.
Go ahead and start it off positive.
Positive. Dak Prescott, put your offense.
You can do your positive and your negative at the same time if you want to. Go ahead.
Dak Prescott, put your offense on his back. The Dallas Cowboys, you know, he accounted for like 80% of your offense. He was your leading rusher. He only had 9 incompletions. He threw for a touchdown, no turnovers, ran for another touchdown. So Dak Prescott, that's like he pretty much put their offense on his back. He got no help or support in the running game. So you can't say nothing like that. You know, whether it be play calling, scheme, blocking up front, Tony Pollard did not have a good game. TP was more valuable in the passing game than he was in the running game, right? He was able to leak out, and you know, Dak Prescott made some plays off script. You say he ran for a first down. He had to keep that keeper for the touchdown. He extended plays, stepping up into the pocket, doing different things off script. So Dak Prescott, you know, without any support from the run game. With some shaky play calling, some shaky protection, still went out there and played well enough for you to win this football game. Was it perfect? No, because everybody, you know, misses throws, everybody misses reads, all the other stuff y'all try to throw out there. Who cares? He still went out there and he played better than Justin Herbert, and that's all that mattered. That was enough. And my negative will probably be some of the clock management and the run game. Clock management and the run game outside of Dak.
Come on, Dak.
Oh, it's just a negative from Dak. He missed a couple throws. You know, he missed the throw to Tony Pollard. He didn't see Jake Ferguson over the middle on the 2D safety beater on the scene. But I don't really have a bunch of negatives. I can't have a bunch of negatives about a guy who did his job and somebody else's, because you know he was the leading rusher and he accounted for. I got the exact numbers right here, because the Dallas Cowboys had like 300 and something yards on offense, and he accounted for 300 something yards on offense himself. So there were only like a couple yards on offense he didn't account for, like a handful. I got the exact number here if I'm not mistaken.
So he was Batman yesterday.
He was Superman.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, Dak Prescott. Listen to me, Dak Prescott was everything. Dak Prescott was everything yesterday, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know, if you woke up this morning with a bad taste in your mouth about your quarterback, you only proved what we knew last week. You know what I'm saying? And that is this: when Dak plays well, it's not gonna matter. And when Dak plays bad, it's always going to matter. You know what I'm saying? Your quarterback single-handedly, I'm going to keep it real. There's not too many games where I could look at a game and be like, dang, that guy literally single-handedly won us that game. Dak Prescott single-handedly won you guys that game.
Hey, I found it for you because the Dallas Cowboys had 368 yards on offense. Dak Prescott had 312 of them by himself.
Yeah, Dak, I made my video this morning, the Dak difference. Like, Dak single-handedly won us a game last night and is capable of doing that. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, his head coach and the play calling did not help him. Then this game, I just felt this entire game until the last moment that this was gonna be a game that the Dallas Cowboys, kind of give to the damn Chargers, man. Because it felt like we were a team that just did not want to put these guys away, man. And we need some, like, Dak was our Manny Rivera last night. He was our opener. He opened it up for us, and that boy closed it down for us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the defense for have a return to the glory game, but the offense had to do their part too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me talk about my positive and negative. Okay. The positive would be, that connection from Dak to CeeDee Lamb. I think that was a good positive to see. After all of the noise and all the nonsense all week, they got it together and, put their differences behind each other, hashed it out, and had a productive game and looked like they self of old. That connection is just going to grow and keep getting better and better. So that's a good sign for us. You know what I'm saying? And CD, the offense looked totally different when you see Dak to CeeDee Lamb. That's what looks crazy. Like, Dak to anybody else didn't look too good, but when Dak went to CeeDee Lamb, the offense was a machine. So that's something I look forward to seeing growing on and building on. But another thing, I didn't understand why we was force feeding the ball to Michael Gallup so much.
I don't mean to cut y'all off.
We understand that Michael Gallup is the elder statesman of the wide receiving core. But at the same time, it was like he was not getting too much separation. And y'all know I like Michael Gallup. He wasn't getting too much separation. And it seemed like he was just forcing it to him at times. And I don't like that. I don't think that's productive.
Well, let me say this real quick. This doubles up on both things you said. I have slight pushback on that. Like, Dak Prescott looked good throwing to everybody but Michael Gallup. I just want to throw that out there.
That's what I said. Michael Gallup was
so he was perfect throwing to CeeDee Lamb, seven targets, 7 catches, 117 yards. Perfect throwing to Brandon Cooks, 4 for 4, 36 yards and a touchdown. To TP, 7 targets, 6 catches, 80 yards. So TP was actually your second leading receiver last night.
On one play.
On one play, basically. Jake Ferguson, 1 target, 1 catch, 15 yards. Michael Gallup, they targeted that man 10 times. 10 targets, 3 catches, 24 yards. He has to be better. Listen, I know not every throw from Dak was perfect, and shout out to Daisy Clark for the raffle entry. But not every throw from Dak was perfect, but he threw a dime to Michael Gallup for a touchdown. Not only did he not catch it, it almost turned into an interception.
Shout out to Miss Daisy Clark with the $5 cash app as well. But yeah.
Somebody sent one
shout
of y'all
out to Daisy Clark with the $5 cash app. Appreciate you.
Dallas Mack hit one of y'all with a $5 super as well. He said Gallup couldn't catch a cold in Alaska.
But look, one of my negatives though, I don't like the shotgun runs, man. Why we so deep in shotgun with the runs? I know that's a part of the West Coast offense, but it's just not working for us. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, I'm gonna push back. I ain't gonna say that's part of the West Coast offense.
Man, you didn't push. Hey, listen, you let me say nothing here.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right
now. Every time I make a point here, like let me push back. Like let me get the point out.
I'm about to coin this statement right here.
Out, sir. Good grief.
I'm about to coin this point. I'm about to coin this point right here, and this point is this: the Dallas Cowboys need to go away from a West Coast offense and need to go to a what works offense. Like, if it ain't working, I don't give a damn. Get that crap out of here, bruh. There are things that are just flat out like it don't matter if it's a part of the scheme. If it don't work, it don't work. Get it out of here, bruh. Yeah. Tony Pollard running in the A gap is not working. Get it out of here. Get running these. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you something else that irritates me is this. There is no wide receiver on this team except for CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks that on third down that I believe that I should run a set play to you. Like Michael Gallup hasn't earned that, bruh. And then think about this. CD, that's number one receiver type deals, right? Like, bro, like that's all right, 3rd and 6. We're gonna run a motion high, a high slant on this side. We're gonna put the floods on this side. What does that mean? Everything's going to this side, bro. That means if you don't get open, I'm basically running in circles. You don't put that on your 3rd receiver, bro. You put that on a guy that's trying to be a highest paid receiver in football, or you put it on a guy that's probably gonna get a gold jacket. Those are those moments. I always tell you guys about like one thing I'm learning about Micah Parsons, and I'm learning this. I'm having to learn this about Micah Parsons, and that is this. Micah is not a game dominating guy. That's not him, right? But it's okay. Because football is so long, he probably ain't nobody like that. Bosa ain't nobody dominating games, bro. This is not the 90s. But you know what Micah will give you? He will give you moments, bro.
Exactly.
If he can consistently affect the game, though. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He was getting pressures. He just wasn't getting home.
Think about this. When he missed them, bro, those was like moments bro, if I'm going to drop a touchdown like that, let it be CD Lamb, bro. Let it be CD. Like my baby, my little baby, Kyron, he said, Daddy. I said, because he heard me say he dropped the ball. He say, Daddy. I said, what's up? He say, you think they're going to make him run tomorrow? Because my son, he dropped the ball. My baby, he put the ball on the ground. So he kind of, he regretting 2:30 today. He know what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, before I cut you off, let me show some love to Cowboys Click for the $5 super that he sent over this end. He said the Cowboys need to run more counters and pitches, outside and option run, and use all your running backs. I'm also say this too, because the only reason why I tried to interject earlier, landlord, when you said that the West Coast was running out the shotgun, that's not even completely true. Because when you look at Sean McVay and you look at Kyle Shanahan, they're not running exclusively out of shotgun. Like McVay made his living off the stretch run out the single back formation. Kyle Shanahan utilizes most of his running out of single back sets, 2 tight end sets and everything else. So we're not. I just wanted to get that out there because that's Mike McCarthy. That's not just the West Coast. You can run from under center in the West Coast and it still be West Coast principles. Especially,
it's just different philosophies for different OCs. You know what I'm saying? Different ways they want to attack that. But they do a lot of draws though.
They do a lot of draws
offense from the shotgun.
They do, but are we doing draws? We do like 2 of them. We do like 2
I
of
don't
them.
Like it. I don't like it at all, though.
We do like 2 of them and like a bunch of inside zone to Tony Pollard, try to get him up the A gap for some apparent reason. I
wish we didn't do it at all. That's my point. Like, just if it's not working, get rid of it.
I agree with you completely.
I ain't making them hoes, bro.
Hey, real quick.
I want us to go back to under center.
Real quick, y'all two drop a mixtape and a diss track about each other, and let's move the hell on to these running backs. All right. You know what I'm saying?
What running back?
Dissing each other, yeah.
Oh no, I know.
He said, "Yeah, hold on, Larry.
I got it. I've been writing it down because he been cutting me off all show. I've been writing it down.
I want to talk about Tony Pollard and his running back.
I've been in my bag already.
These running backs. I want to talk about Tony Pollard and his running back.
I've been writing it down on the low. You know
what I'm saying?
Coming out soon.
Hey, but you got to drop the subliminal first. You got to be like, when you drop it, HTM, you got to be like, it's no. I don't know. Let me think. I don't know.
Some people be talking about stats and numbers all the time. That ain't what we do over here. You understand?
You know what?
That ain't what we do.
This is HTM Sports. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be
all, if you don't want to live in Arkansas, Texas, architecture and stuff. Not me. You know what I'm saying? I live in Alabama, sir.
Hey, hit him with a subliminal, like, if you feel me, like if you tired of your landlord, like knocking all on your door on the
jumping all
it ain't even the first yet.
He ain't the leaking faucet.
Wait a minute.
Nothing.
It ain't even the first yet. Yeah, I mean, if you bring yourself on over here to HTL Sports. Yeah,
man, hold on. We got 2 supers, man, for y'all.
I love the supers. We gonna announce them, but Tony Pollard is not getting it. He's not catching. Listen to me, y'all. I feel like y'all trying to not talk about Tony yards and Tony Pollard and his 30 yards and how my Dak Prescott, my quarterback, was your leading rusher in the team. I said Dak to run the damn ball hat.
I think they was using the wrong with. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on, man.
Can we get a
let's get the paying customers out the way, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna talk about.
Go ahead. Take the. Oh,
Hey, we're in the liquor
need
store.
one, Wes, because me and you'll just be, arguing all show.
I feel
You know,
All right, so
Hey,
D
now we've been
Wells.
on point. Me and
landlord the
been-
op tonight. It's
No,
cool
hey, me
though.
and Lord been me and landlord been cool. We've been cool. It be the
Hey, what Pinky said? What Pinky said? Them young boy had me sweating, but I held my own though. But I held my own though.
I know this.
said-
I know this, Chauncey. You better not hit them brakes again. I almost spilled my yak on my $200 suit.
You know what I'm saying? What you
Hey,
know
slow
about
down when
that?
you hitting them counters.
What you know about that?
Hey, so D Wells said Dak missed Gallup on the first open one. Was a little high.
Can
Dak
we
ran
talk about
it in.
$40?
Can we get the money out the way? Cause god damn, shit. He said then he came back to him later. Gallup dropped it. Gallup needed the first one badly. And then El Professor over there, because I know it's landlord, but I see El Professor. I was shocked. Yeah, I was shocked that Micah didn't have a big impact on last night's game, but he gave us a sack when we needed it most. As Wes pointed out earlier, not an impressive win, but a good one. Hey, listen,
I'm more impressed with Dak. He said at the end.
Yeah, he more impressed with Dak. All right, and hey, I will say this before we go to Tony Pollard talk, because I have some concerns about the running game. Oh, damn, because you made me miss my thought. Go ahead with the running back.
He is running the damn ball, man. So you gotta, I told you, soon as we get to beef in West Coast, it's gonna happen one day. I love you. But look, it's gonna happen one day, and I'm gonna just so happen to have them throw the damn ball has printed up already. Like, look at here.
Real quick, shout out to my boy Cowboys K Click with the $5 super. He says, "What are you gonna say about these running backs?" I want to see. That's what I'm talking about. Cowboys Click just paid to have me talk about that, so I got to do it.
Fine. There we go. I see it now.
Okay, there we go. I'm just saying, man, we got to get him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him sitting.
You done cut off the other. You can cut off everybody else in the super chat.
Hold up, they battling though. They battling because D Webb said Dak missed Gallup first for an open TD. Dak ran it in, then he came back him later, and Gallup dropped it. Gallup needed the first one badly. He did. I'm a hard church because that was a damn good one. He says $2, not the 49er hat. HTM. There we go. Bam. I got the money. All right, bam. Now he the next customer in line. He says, "What are we going to say about this running game? I want to hear and need more." The runnings. Okay. Oh my God. You want to talk about the running game? Okay. Let's give the man we want.
Almost lost it for us, man. What is y'all talking?
And my Yelp says I give the customers exactly what they want.
This regard them. They ain't paid to hear that stupid shit.
Hey, my Yelp say I give the customers what they want. When the customers want to talk about the run game or the lack thereof, listen to me. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you had Dak Prescott on fantasy, you went in last night.
I still lost.
How many points did he get though?
He had 20-something points. That man was balling. I needed not even a full point. I need like a couple more points.
He threw a touchdown and ran a touchdown, right?
Oh, hey, shout out to S.A. Richburg for the 50 piece over here.
Wow.
My boy, he didn't even have nothing to say. He just had a giant pair character waving flags and turning around, making the building in front of him tremble. I'm trembling because this man hit me with a 50
That's
piece.
wonderful.
God is good. Mr. Richburg.
Well, I'm gonna thank Mr. Richard for the 50 piece he gonna give me in the future. I just want to thank him. I
Me
appreciate
too.
you. I just love you, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, man. That's what's up.
All right, so serious talk. Let's have a serious talk right now. Everybody, snap it up, snap. Okay, Cowboys run game. It's not there, man.
Cowboys run game is not there. This is the football gods. We have come to tell you the obvious is the obvious. The Cowboys are in need of a run game.
What do we do? All right, listen to me. I got God on the line, bro. He said he got like 47 miracles he got to do and like 12 people he got to go save. You know what I'm saying?
This is funny as hell. Continue.
Listen to me. God want to know what we doing because y'all know Jesus is a Cowboy fan, so he want to know.
Indeed.
I can tell.
He want to know.
My prayer.
God said we got like 12 days before our next game. He said he can feed the future, but he want to know from our standpoint because he a Cowboy fan. He want to know. Not even because we can talk all day about the problem. Let's be 80-20 about it. 80-20 means that we're going to spend 80% of the time trying to fix it, 20% of the time trying to talk about it. So very quickly, we ain't got to talk much about the run game is not good. It's not, it's zero. It's your quarterback. That's what it is. And to be honest with you, it's statistically getting worse. Tony Pollard has not scored since the Giants game. That's 5 straight weeks without a touchdown. He's averaging 61 yards a game right now. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. Funny story. He's trending to have 1,048 yards this season. And guess what? He's got a 1,000-yard season. Everybody's going to say it's great. And I'm going to tell you this right now. He's also trending to have 4 touchdowns in the entire NFL season. And that was love because he only has 2 right now. You know what I'm saying? there, and I like Rico Dowdle, but Rico Dowdle just looks better amongst the running backs that we have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he looks better on the scale of running backs amongst the NFL. He just looks better amongst the guys we have.
He needs to be more involved for sure. Because he run with power. I like that, man. I like Rico. He made me a fan that game when he did that screenplay. That was dope. I rocks with Rico now. You know what I'm saying? You can't act like you was. Most people can't. Don't sit up here and act like you was a Rico Dowdle fan before this year. I don't want to hear that. Like most people, I don't want to hear that. Maybe he went to school with you. Maybe you know what I'm saying. Maybe you went to the same high school. I don't want to hear that. But he earned a lot of. He earned his weight in gold this year though, because he was a non-factor for the other years though. He kept getting hurt.
Indeed, man. And listen, I think it's a little bit of everything. Tony Pollard isn't having a great overall statistical season running the football, but you know, like that. Like I also have some issues with how they're using him as a running back. It's a little bit of both. You know, it's a little bit of both for me. It's him right now. I don't think he's seeing everything well. I also think there's a lot of opportunity for him up front. So I don't really know what the Dallas Cowboys can do. You know, they probably need to bring in another running back anyway. You know, because of the depth behind Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard coming fresh off of an injury, so you know you probably don't want to run Tony Pollard into the ground early any damn way. But you know they need to figure it out and figure it out in a hurry.
I don't trust this A-gap running though. I don't trust Biadish in the middle right though. Get him to the edge, bro. Tony is better in space. Like I don't think that it's just not smart usage of the personnel we got right now. You know that's on Big Mike. You know that's my guy, but that's on him. You can't be just running Tony into the A-gap repeatedly and you ain't even getting no motion enough. Like Biadish was getting beat on a couple of them A-gap runs we talking about. The defender was sitting there waiting on Tony Pollard. So I don't know what you want him to do as a running back. Like I don't know what you want him to do. Like they was back there ASAP, like ASAP. So you know Barry Sanders probably couldn't get out of that. You know, so
Barry Sanders,
maybe he's Houdini, but that's why I said probably because he was one of them. But like, let's not act like he just had these holes there, man. That's why I don't want to just sit up here and bash Tony. Like everybody entitled to their own opinion, but I can't just sit here and bash him when I didn't see any holes. Like them people was sitting there waiting on him, like hugging him as soon as he got the ball. So like, what do you want?
We got two of them. I need to get out the way. Then we'll continue to train the thought because Cowboys Click. He sent this a while back. He said we need to talk about how good DaRon Bland did last night. Stephon Gilmore's bloody knee. We'll get to that right after this talking point. And then I seen my boy 49ers for life sent me $2 super chat over here as well. He said put it towards the hat. I'm trying to find it so I can bring it back up. Hold on, I got another one too. D Webb said got another $2 super he just sent over there from one of y'all. He said I formation fullback. I mean, we got a whole fullback on this team that we don't even use, right? And I was one of the people that said I liked him being on the team because there's a lot of dope run concepts in the zone blocking scheme that involves a fullback. They're not even using them. So hell, at this point, you could have just kept Isaiah Land. I don't have any problem with with our fullback, but you're not using them, and I felt you probably could have got more use out of the defensive player at this point if you're just gonna let them sit out there and collect dust. Especially since we're right here on this show talking about how much our running game is struggling.
Yeah, man. And I say it like this, man. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but miss me with the running the offensive line doesn't get holes, bro. What is you talking about? Like, I was never expecting Tony Pollard to break through holes anyway. That's not his game. But I was expecting him to outrun folks for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was expecting him to, you know what I mean? And this is the thing, like, that's the whole reason why you replaced Tony Pollard over Zeke, because you knew that there were not going to be obvious holes out there that Zeke could run through. So you're going to tell me I don't have one of the fastest running backs in football on paper, and he's not able to, like, bro, our offensive line ain't going to get no better. Like, this is the starting offensive line. So if you're telling me you can't do anything with what I have right now, then guess what? You're not the guy for me, bro. Like, that's the quintessential, Dak can only play good when everybody else is playing good situation. Nah, man, like, the reason why we switched out Tony Pollard over Zeke is because of the explosion. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? This offensive line was worse last year. You know what I'm saying? So you can't hinge and when you go, you only average 2 yards per carry, bro. That ain't the offensive line, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, and to be honest with you, let's just be real. We've seen this. We've already seen this. Now, I'm not going down and rag on Tony Pollard, but I will say this running back room as a whole needs to change. And I'm going to tell you, this is what happens when you don't have one guy that can do something of everything. Your run game gets ridiculously predictable. I'll throw Tony Pollard a bone. I'll throw him a bone. The reason why I throw him a bone is because our running game is so predictable. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Any yards that Rico Dowdle gets, you can basically give him an extra 2 yards because when Rico comes in, they know for a fact we're running the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick, I got 2 supers on 2 different ends. Neil said, I know everybody on the planet saw what TP did with the catch and run on that 60-yarder. Get him out in space, whatever way you can. And listen, a lot of us have said Tony Pollard had more snaps as a kick returner and a wide receiver coming out of college than he did as a running back. I'm not really sure why he even declared as a running back coming out of college. And then your boy Mafia Miles over there sent you a 10-piece kinfolk. He said Dak did something he hasn't done all this year or last year and actually won the game for us. And Parsons and Gilmore closed out the game complimentary.
I agree.
I agree too.
I agree.
But the thing about it is you can't expect that all the time, though. Even the best of the best don't do it all the time. Now, they might be able to do it. Like, maybe you might get a Pat Mahomes to do it more times than he's supposed to. But even the other great quarterbacks, they're not going to do it all the time, bro. So if you can get a quarterback to do it sometimes, that's still a damn good quarterback. Because most quarterbacks, they don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I like what I seen from Dak. One of the biggest things I seen, one of the biggest differences, of course, most people going to talk about his mobility and how he was running around and improvising and stuff. But I like the way I seen him climbing the pocket. That's something I didn't see much. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really see him much climbing the pocket throughout this year because it felt like he was just quick trigger and wasn't really, doing what he needed to do, in my opinion, in some of these situations. But if I can get Dak to manipulate that pocket, it kind of sucked because we going to the bye week. It felt like Dak was in his groove this game. I ain't gonna lie. It felt like I wanted to see Dak next week with the way he was manipulating the pocket for real, because he was moving up in the pocket. A lot of times you see Dak, he might just backpedal. That's not good for your quarterback. And if, the pressure's coming on the edges, if you backpedaling, you giving them the angle. Sometimes you got to step up. You know what I'm saying? You step up in the pocket and then make the throws, keep your eyes downfield, and find somewhere to go with the football. So this game right here, I absolutely love the way Dak was manipulating and moving up in the pocket. That was the best thing for this team right now. And him using his legs got us a lot of first downs and in good situations and kept us ahead of the chain. So shout out to Dak for yesterday.
Oh, indeed. And shout out to DC for Light Texas over there. He sent one of y'all $2 super. He said no flag on fair catch interference.
That was crazy to me, bro.
Hey,
I never knew you could push somebody into the fair catch.
We need to do that every time.
There's a thing called the halo rule that I thought existed too, and that is when you call a fair catch, you have to give the offensive player, because he's now on offense, you got to give him offensive player an opportunity to actually field the catch. Because if that's the case, then it defeats the purpose of a fair catch. You know what I'm saying? If you're giving, because you also got to think you're giving yourself up. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm giving myself up while looking up, I should have at least a yard to be able to catch the ball. And that's what it's called. It's called the halo rule. Now, how it did not apply, I have no clue. I'm going to be honest with you, I have no clue.
Because look, the foul catch, at the very least, it's supposed to have been foul catch interference, right? Because after that point, you can't really, the rest of the play shouldn't matter. Like you interfere in me catching the ball. He wasn't awarded a opportunity to catch the football. So how is that not fair catch interference at the very least?
Somebody said he didn't see him fair catch. I mean, I thought he put his hand in there.
Hey, I got one even further. Like, I didn't think you could push a player into the ball and then go and recover it, because they pushed Jalen Tolbert into the ball. He was going over there anyway, but they contacted Jalen Tolbert before he even dove for the ball. I didn't think that was legal either. So that was two-way street on that. Also, I got some super chats over here I want to read out to y'all good people. Neil sent $5 over there to one of y'all. He said, fire content as
Appreciate you,
always.
Neil.
I do agree. We are on here cooking. Usually when you got three chefs in the kitchen, you don't know what you're going to get, but you got Cowboys UnCut, you know it's a 5-course meal.
Already.
And then DC for Life Texas sent a 2-piece over
Can
there.
I go in the middle? Can I go in the middle?
Yeah, let me see. I can pull you. It worked. Okay, look at God. Okay, we're lucky with
dancing in the video. I did it. I want to be in the middle.
Dancing in the video.
I did it.
Hey, Mafia, hold up. And then Kinfolk over here, Double R says, sup landlord, salute to Cowboy Nation. Salute to y'all good people, man, for the $2 super. Mafia Miles had a 5-piece as well. He said they better address that or a lot of players will be getting injured. Yeah, that is weird.
What
That's stupid. Let somebody just block into somebody like that. Like, we should do that every time. That should be a part of strategy if that's allowed.
I think there's one over on your end too, Wiz. He said all 4 Charger fans got slapped before he slid into. Okay, yeah. Salute to you, Neil.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is a conversation I had on my live last night when I was driving home, and that is this: why is Jalen Tolbert just disappeared in our offense? Thank you, my boy Christopher Gauss, for reminding me. Why is Jalen Tolbert absolutely disappeared in this offense, and why has it seemed like Michael Gallup has been 100% promoted? Jalen Tolbert is getting absolutely no balls thrown to him. Damn near, I didn't even see him on the field last night very much on the offense.
Everybody ready to bury the man because he didn't know what was going on. I don't blame Jalen Tolbert at all for that play. Because how he know? If he wouldn't have went for the ball, what y'all would have said? Oh, you stupid. You stupid. Why you didn't go for the ball? He didn't know. He didn't see that. He thinking like, hey, the ball is scrambling.
He thinking like
I gotta go get the ball. He didn't know.
And listen to me. If he doesn't go for the ball, he's having a worse reaction right now because think about this. He had the Green Bay play, and people are gonna be like, oh, he's not a smart player. That's what you're gonna start seeing.
They gonna hate on him bad. So I don't blame Jalen. This ain't no bias. This just the man tried to go make a play, bro. He thought the ball was touched. How would he know? He just doing his job.
When you see ball, you go get ball. That's like,
I mean, that's football 101.
Well, the only thing he did wrong was not get the ball.
I'll say that. Yeah. Don't touch the ball. You can't get it. But Meek Phillips says, why was the clock not stopped on the Gallup out of bounds play? Because Gallup got hit inbounds, and they said his forward progress was stopped before he went out of bounds. I didn't like the call, but whatever. Also, I didn't like that Mike McCarthy himself did not call a timeout after he saw the clock kept running. Like you could have saved yourself about another 20 seconds.
But look, let's be fair on that whole interpretation. Because look, one thing about it though, I would like us to be a little more aggressive and get us another shot at the red zone. But at the same time, we got that 3 right. And then
I ain't talking. I'm talking about before. I'm talking about before that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about when the weird stuff happened with the clock.
Like that's on the same drive, but like it's happened before. Then.
Oh, okay.
But see, Michael Gallup got knocked out of bounds with like 30-something seconds left, and the clock didn't stop, and they said his forward progress was stopped.
Oh, okay.
Instead of Mike McCarthy noticing that and calling a timeout, right? Instead of him doing that, he let like 15 to 20 seconds run off the clock, and they just ran a play.
Didn't they say it was like an automatic roll off or something? That might not have been the same play. I don't know.
It's on the same series.
All of these on the same series.
It's all on the same series, but it's a different play.
Okay.
Also, El Professor on your end said, I loved the way Dak played as well, but I had an issue with the play calling. Why was Pollard trying to catch the pass in the end zone? The Dak Prescott backpedal pass to Cooks was nice, though. That was
a dope pass. He missed that one touchdown, but look, a lot of people that's going to criticize Dak for missing them passes. Look at how many Justin Herbert missed, like 5 touchdown passes, bro. Yes, so my boy, DeRon Bland, bro, he's very aggressive. I told you, Al Harris just coached his DBs aggressive because they all get beat the same way. The same way Trey get beat, the same way DeRon Bland getting beat on them double moves. We just super aggressive. So I would like Al Harris to tone it down, but it's a love-hate relationship. You're gonna get picks and you're gonna get beat playing so aggressively. That's just the way it's gonna go. So DeRon Bland was getting beat a couple of times on double moves, but look, he had 2 opportunities to catch pick sixes too. So like, hey, I like Deron Bland a lot, bro. I think he's one
Elaborate.
Elaborate
on Deron Bland for us, because Cowboys Click page will talk about him a little bit early. We just never.
Hey, can I say something? Can I talk about him a little bit?
Go ahead, do you think?
Yeah.
I love Deron Bland, but I'm gonna keep it real. Shout out Marty with the super chats on with the stars on Facebook. But I'm gonna tell y'all this right. Y'all know I always come in here and piss on your parade because that's my job.
Obviously.
They need to move him back inside, bro. I'm gonna tell you why.
Elaborate.
I'm gonna tell you why. Jordan Lewis, love you.
Cause when playing, you saying
he
because
been
of
playing
the
decent
I'm
last
gonna tell you this right. I'm gonna tell you this right
last
here.
game he played good.
Man, I don't care about last game. I'm gonna tell you this right here. Deron Bland is your best corner. He is your best put a guy on a guy, and I can trust he's gonna really do his job.
He really
Listen
is.
to me. The number one thing that is killing this defense right now, and I saw it last week, and it happened this week. When the Chargers scored that touchdown with Keenan Allen when he was already running, they took that from the 49ers game because that's how old buddy scored on us. The Dallas Cowboys have a problem with wide receivers in motion running when the quarterback hikes the ball. It's not considered a motion because would that still can be considered a motion?
It's considered motion.
It's considered a motion now, but it's not the motion when he comes across the field then says hike. No, it is. They have a problem with wide receivers coming across the other side of the field, the other side of the field, and then when the quarterback says hike, that wide receiver's in full on speed sprint. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. They're doing that, and they're getting us on our inside man and killing us. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. That needs to be Deron. That needs to be Bland. Bland is the only corner that has the athleticism to deal with that. He's the only corner that has the athleticism to do with that.
Right now, Bland like that, bro. I'm telling you, that dude nice.
But that's how teams are scoring on us. If you're looking at film and you're looking at how to score on the Dallas Cowboys or even how to cause them problems, that's 100%, bro. That motion wide receiver motion just kills the Cowboys. It's almost like for one, you got to think a team motions a player to get some on. They're trying to do that because there you go. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, motions do cause problems for most people though. That's one thing. Like what it does is some people may not know this, but when you put somebody in motion, it changes the responsibilities of each player. Like they gotta. That's why you see people talking like, oh, okay, he go over here.
As soon as they motion, the whole team.
As soon as they motion, because we gotta remember like some people football IQ might not be on the level, so you might have to explain it sometimes. But like when you motioning people, everybody's responsibility changes. They like, hey. Now he got to go over here. Oh, I got him over here. Okay, now you got him. Like that's why you see everybody pointing when you see somebody in motion. So yeah, that's pretty much what goes on.
Jay Lewis, like my son, man. Jay Lewis, one of those guys that even when he's running fast, he looks like he's jogging. Trust me, he's not jogging. He's not jogging on an NFL field. He would not.
You saying he ain't hip pocket no more?
I mean, he just broke his foot and came back.
He don't need to be slot no more, bro. He don't got that no more. Because, bro, they was routing him, bro.
I ain't gonna say that we got about 5 supers, so let me get to these real quick. All right, so Gallup. So this is from Dallas Mack over there with the $5 super chat. He said Gallup catch with 42 seconds left. Mike let us go into halftime with 2 timeouts. We should have been up 11 points last night. By the end of it, there was some mismanagement. I do understand the mindset, but he mismanaged that because you had more opportunity and more time.
You could have took a shot.
You could have, especially if you had just called the timeout.
But what if he would have took a shot and something happened though?
I mean,
it's always easier in hindsight, bro. It really is. But go ahead.
I mean, yeah, but I don't need no scary culture.
Hey,
the look. I mean, the look on Moore's face on that pick is priceless. That was
so, bro. He got. I never liked his face though. Just being honest.
Everybody, real quick. Everybody do Kellen Moore's face. Go.
Kellen Moore, look. I don't promote bullying or anything like that. But Kellen looks like he's just begging for a punch in the face. I'm sorry, he do.
All right, so
Please
let's get
hit
to
me.
this next super. It's your boy Mod over there with $5 super chat.
You like, please
He
hit me.
said technically Gallo was running back towards line of scrimmage out of bounds, which is why forward progress stopped, but he was forced that way. Yeah, that's the play I'm talking about. You know exactly what the one
But
I'm
look
speaking
though,
on.
let's go. We could. I'm not taking up for Big Mike, even though that's my guy. But I do want y'all to consider when he did take that field goal. You remember the Chargers came right back and they was in field goal range. That made them more aggressive, and they went for a touchdown and didn't get nothing. So that made that decision kind of cancel out to me. It's like, okay, we at least got points.
That canceled
it out. I ain't gonna lie.
It canceled out because the play called the other side, Jack.
Yeah.
They just tied it up. It's a different story.
A different story. That's why I said I went mad at Mike for being conservative in that situation, because after the play, after the game progressed, it looked smart to me, because it's like, look at these fools. They up here trying to be aggressive and take the lead. What if we would have went forward or did something stupid and didn't get 3? You know what I'm saying? And then they would have just probably kicked the field goal and been up. That changed the strategy of the opponent. So I liked it. No lie. I was like, after the game progressed, of course, in the moment, I was like, what is Mike doing? But after the game progressed, I'm like, hey, that was actually pretty smart, because it changed their whole strategy. It really did. That 3-point lead changed their strategy.
Well, listen, it's better to have a lead than not. I understand your thought, but you should trust your quarterback to make a play. You can throw some safe throws where it's either your receiver or is out the sideline. Like, that's basically what Dak did on the last thing that he missed to Tony Pollard. People talk about he missed him. He threw it to a spot where it was either going to be TP or we're going out of bounds, and they kicked the field goal to go up then.
He needed a better throw on that one, though.
He did, but I also understand the mindset. D Webb said, memo to Cowboys: do not draft from Michigan. I'm gonna give Mozzie a little bit longer, because I don't think Mozzie had an awful game. I didn't look at the final numbers or anything, or all 22 films.
Can we give our run defense a little credit this right now though?
Had them like 50 rushes.
Give the run defense a little credit, man. They did good.
Eckler came back and ain't do shit.
They did good, man. Shout out to the defense, played outstanding. The special team screwed us over.
Twice.
The special team, Bones need to have the whole special teams running. You know what I'm saying?
They should have ran back to Dallas. They should have ran back to Dallas.
Just crazy, but it still screwed us over. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was so comfortable when that play happened. I'm like, bro, that ain't they ball. I wasn't studying that. I was tweeting and stuff. I'm like, man, that's our ball.
Boy, you text me.
Next thing you know, it's they ball. Like, that stuff only happens to the Cowboys. We understand that.
It do. And Action Pal with the $2 super on that end said teams are isolating Dunno. I mean, I don't ever like seeing Dunno in coverage, but you know, like, that's just what it is, man. Like, sometimes when you're on the football field, you got to cover no matter who you are, unless you're the defensive lineman. So, Dunno, you're a safety. It's not your strong suit, but as long as he doesn't give up a touchdown while he's out there in space on one play or something, I can live with.
Let's keep that on the low though, because we don't want people like, don't tell nobody Dunno can't cover.
Dunno hard. Dunno's the best.
Dunno can cover really good. He really can.
He's amazing. The wordologist said $5 super chat on your end. He said, "Do you think the Cowboys have finally learned their lesson about franchise tagging a running back?" Of course not. Matter of fact, they ain't learned their lesson about franchise tagging players in general. They're going to franchise tag somebody randomly this year.
See, franchise tag to the Cowboys, other than Dak Prescott, it just means like, we need your services now, but we don't see a future in you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? When it came to Dak Prescott, I feel like they was like, okay, we want your services. We need to buy a little time so we can work this out. But most of the other people, obviously, look at Dalton Schultz. Like, we tagged him and let him walk. Then we doing with TP probably gone for sure next year. If he don't just break out and just be going crazy, he gonna break out. I mean, he gonna be out of here next year. We definitely should have got one of this super deep running back class that was just in 2023. We didn't get anybody but Deuce Vaughn, unfortunately.
Who was a healthy scratch, by the way. Let's throw that out.
We definitely could, man. We could have got a running back in any round we wanted to, and we failed to do so. So, hey, maybe Will McClay was saying get one. I don't know. I'm gonna get Will this L this time though. Like, you should have stepped on them boy neck to get a running back, because they was too deep. It was a stable of running backs in this draft, bro. We didn't get not one. So
And
we
say
don't really
their
even have a
teams-
backup plan.
There are teams like the freaking Seahawks that have 2 young good running backs, bro. Like running backs, even though they're devalued, teams have there's a bunch. It's crazy because it's
That's
like this
even
is
better for you.
this
You
is the
can get
crazy
one in the 7th round.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And it's like if you really think about it, there was like this run over the last couple years on young wide receivers coming in the league that were just good. And guess what? The running backs, even though they devalued them financially, the skill set and the running backs have come up. Like there's some really good running backs in the league right now.
Look at that boy Miami just had. He just got hurt, but he was going crazy. A-Chain. Then look at that boy. What's his name? I can't think of the Tajay Spears balling out. Like, bro, it was a lot of backs that we could have got easily in the 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round. We could have been good at running back, but we didn't. We had other things to do. So hopefully Schoonmaker do something this year. I don't believe so. I really don't. I hope so. But maybe next year we start seeing the fruits of his labor. I don't know.
I mean, I
he
hope
is
so,
blocking though. He doing that.
That's not worth a 2nd round pick. And El Professor sent you a 10 piece over there, Lynn. He said, had Justin Herbert not overthrown some of those passes, we'd be talking about a different game. Well, had Dak Prescott hit on some of his passes, we'd be talking about a different game. We would have blown them out. So it goes both ways. Actually.
The difference is Justin Herbert missed throws ain't gonna make front page news. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's still regarded as a young, great talent, a big arm. Oh my God!
I actually want to take that different direction. The difference is Justin Herbert missed throws and did not make up for it. Dak Prescott made up for it over the course of the game with some of the off-schedule plays that he did make, and that's the difference.
He made enough of them.
Right, and then we got another one from Mafia Mods. That boy sent a 5-piece. He said, I don't care what nobody say. They need to use Lupke in short yardage and red zone situations. At least have him blocking on the field. If you're gonna have a fullback on your active roster over other players, utilize your fullback. Let him lead block, and once he gets a little rhythm, then you can handle the ball in short yardage.
I do you one better. We should know if he good or not in the red zone. What are you doing, Mike? We ain't even got enough evidence to say that's a good idea or bad idea after 6 games.
And that is true.
Like we don't even know at this point.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Especially, and let's go back to my original point. If you allow him to take up a active roster spot and you let other premium talent that you could have used walk out the door, right? You cut Devin Harper, and this man is still on the team. You let Isaiah Land go out the door, and he's still on the team. If you did all those things and let guys leave, and you're not even utilizing him on the field. No, that's roster mismanagement right there.
True.
Yeah, man.
One thing we need to say, all these people that kiss up to Justin Herbert, he ain't never beat Dak Prescott. Go ahead, West Coast. My bad.
Oh no. I'm just, just talking about the game in general, man. Who do you guys think looked better last night, system wise? Mike McCarthy, or were they Mike McCarthy or Kellen Moore? Like you got and you know what's funny? The score from the Cowboys Chargers is identical score from the last time we played them in LA. 2021.
The reason I say Mike because we actually had drives though, bro. They really didn't have that many drives. Like they got the ball from a big time return and punt return. Then they got it on the fluke play with Jalen Tolbert. They didn't sustain drives like we did. We had actual drives, and we messed up in the red zone one time. So with that fake Eagles play. Get that Eagles play out of here. Let them have that. Don't do that. I don't want to see that no more. Like, let the Eagles have that. Like, I don't want to do that no more. But we had actual drives that we sustained. We could have put up even more points. So, like, they didn't actually drive on us like that. Like, the defense played tremendous. The score don't say that, but the defense played out of their mind, really. They really did.
Well, let me say this, too, though. Because are we talking about us moving the ball, or we're talking about the stuff that worked within the system? Because there's a bunch of plays that we made that was off script.
I mean, but making the plays is the objective, though. So it don't really
we're talking about whose system looked better. I'm not
keep
counting
it real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it up.
Hold on, 1 second. Let me get this off, and I'll let you go. I'm not counting the plays that Dak Prescott made off schedule. When I count in the stuff that I talk about for the system.
I mean, but what about the on target, on schedule plays that he schemed up for CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb 8. That was
CeeDee
scheme.
Lamb did
That was scheme. That wasn't just Dak all the time. Dak made some plays though, but he schemed up CD though.
It was also schemed to throw Michael Gallup the ball 10 times.
I think that was Dak.
Not no 10 times.
I think some of that was Dak, bro. We just said that's Dak guy, bro. He been there the longest.
No.
Some of that just Dak, bro. For real.
A lot of that it was in the progression of the system. He's the man in the progression.
Slants to Michael Gallup or scripted plays.
Now he had a couple slants and they was all over, but it was some PI involved too, though. Just being real, it was some PI involved.
I believe that Ken Folk should have had like the dude that was covering Michael Gallup. He should have had at least like 3 at least.
We gonna dog Michael Gallup out. I ain't gonna stop it. Y'all know that's my guy, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, it was supposed to have been at least about 3-4 PIs on him though. I ain't gonna lie. They was pulling and tugging Michael Gallup the whole game.
Man,
I ain't impressed with. I ain't impressed with Kellen Moore.
He wouldn't get no separation.
Yeah, that's really the conversation I was really trying to get to. Like, let's just be real, man. Neither one of these dudes, Mike McCarthy or Kellen Moore, neither one of these guys have set themselves apart in any way. Like Mike McCarthy's offense, I'm gonna keep it real. Like this even though you said, Cuzzo, that that you wish the Cowboys was playing next week. On the real, I'm actually happy that they're not playing next week. Like, because we scored 20 points. We scored 20 points, right? And it was this is how it worked, man. You scored 7 points in the first quarter. Then the second quarter, you went you had 3 points in the second quarter. In the third quarter, you had 0 points. Then you had I guess someone would say an offensive explosion and scored 10 points in the fourth quarter. But think about this, fellas. Think about this. The LA Chargers also scored 3 points in the third quarter and 7 points in the fourth quarter. So think about this. This game, the difference of this game is a field goal in the second quarter of the game. Because I'm
talking about how they got there, though. Wiz.
Yes, they
didn't even drive on our defense.
Yes, but listen to me. That they were also playing the Dallas Cowboys defense. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's the only reason I ain't too heavy on the Dak versus Herbert, because Herbert was playing our defense. They defense ain't like that though.
No, hold on. But hey, landlord, you also said that you got to throw the stats out a little bit for teams.
Yeah, because
it's a very early sample size. True, like the 17-game season, they only had played 4 games up to that.
Yeah, point. They got the personnel for sure.
They got personnel. They ain't played like it. This was probably their best defensive showing outside of the game that they won against the Raiders. Yeah, outside of the game they won against the Raiders, it was probably their best defensive showing.
What was expected against the Cowboys? They gonna play their best game. What I said, we said this on the phone. I said, man, you gonna see the best player. Then we just say this. I said, bro, you gonna see the best performer they ever had this year against the Cowboys. That's how it go.
This most folks Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's how it go. LA ain't gonna get no more headlines. Their biggest headline was taking the Cowboys OC and drafting Justin Herbert and having a high-powered offense. They don't have expectations in Charger land. So when they play the Cowboys, they're gonna be like, "Hey, we playing the Cowboys. We gotta win the Super Bowl." That's how they live. That's how they live their life.
Like, boy, my mama a Cowboy fan. She don't even root for our team. I gotta root for fans, dog. See, they violate.
I'm gonna make my mama love me. Mama, you gotta love me now. I beat your Cowboys.
Why y'all doing this to me?
Right. Said, Mama, you gonna love me. Nah, you got to.
Yeah,
but
man.
I'm gonna have to get up out of here, man. I gotta get to the workplace, man. But this was a great show, though.
I got a little bit more time.
I got about 15, 20 more minutes.
All right. Well, landlord, let the folks know where they can find you, my boy.
Y'all tap in with me in the trend out. I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media, man. I go live around 11 Central Time most days, most weekdays for sure. So y'all tap in with me, man, and come holler at me.
Okay, get this right, and you get my free ticket to tonight's game.
What in the hell?
Hold on.
I was looking at some stats. It was a question.
Wow. That was crazy. But y'all come holler at me, man. He said, oh, yeah, read Jay's super chat before we go. You've been doing a great job reading the super chat. We might have to do this more often here. You did a good job. So,
hey, and also make sure you
tap in with Jay Lombard the super chat before I go.
Hey, something else we got to get better at. We got to make sure we get better at telling y'all to hit that subscribe button, man. We always have a ton of people up in here and the numbers got to make sure that we always reflect that. So as you guys are here, please hit that subscribe button. I'm at 8,600, trying to get to 10,000 followers on YouTube. These guys all have goals. They're trying to get to 5,000 by the end of this season. So we have the numbers. We just need you guys to hit that subscribe button so you guys can tap in. And when you hit the subscribe button, it ensures that you guys don't miss any content at any time. So I need everybody right now, if you have not, I'm talking to you, to go hit that subscribe button. And guess what? After you hit that subscribe button, I want you to put the word subscribe in the chat box, and we're going to show you some love.
Facts.
Indeed. Hey, and this is from that boy Jay Lombardi over there. He said, "Don't tell me Dak can't run." I seen him bang his head into that goal post yesterday, running into my section. Dak is most dangerous when he uses his legs.
Facts.
Hey, that's an aspect of his game that we've been wanting to see, though. Can everybody over here agree? Like, Dak running a little bit more. I'm not saying turn him to Mike McCarthy. I mean, I'm not saying turn him into
Lamar Jackson or
Jackson or Mike
Hurts.
Vick or nobody like that. But I would like for Dak Prescott to run when it's there.
Yeah. Like we said, I don't think that play is sustainable, but it do come in handy at times. You know, I would like him to pull it out when he got to. And be decisive about it too. Like don't wait too long. When you see the play, give up on the play easier, Dak. Dak a soldier. Like he gonna go down with the ship. Most of the time, Dak like, hey man, I'm hanging in there. But sometimes Dak, you gotta know when to hold him, when to fold him. Just go on, get out the way. Make your little move and get the yardage you can to keep us ahead of the chain. But I get back with y'all, man. I gotta get on up out of here. Get to the day job. Y'all take it easy.
All right, it's a bet, my boy. Holla at me.
Hey, Rick, can somebody tell me what the Cowboys was on third down? I can't find that to say my. Oh no, never mind. I found it.
Hey, and Kid Cowboy number 66 subbed, man. So hey, salute to that boy for subbing as we requested. Appreciate you for the love, boy.
Let me see if I got any new subs.
He might have been over. I ain't no telling what Cuz was at though. He might have been over there in Lynn.
All right, wherever you are, if you just subbed, if you haven't subbed before, please hit that. Let us put the word sub, S-U-B, in the new sub in the thing, and I'm gonna show you some love. Cowboys offense. I mean, let's talk about this defense real quick before we get up out of here. Cowboys off defense. Third down was not good. I mean, waste whatever. Hey, Chapman, he says, my boy Kenneth says, Cowboys all day. Support the Cowboys, and Dak organization has to give him more trust this year. Ken from Oakland, California. What's up with you, my boy?
What's up with you, man?
Their first superstar. Hey, shout out to my boy with the super chat. Appreciate you, my boy. It says it's your first one, Kenneth. I appreciate you, my boy. You were well appreciated over here. Shout out to Steve Roar, new subscriber.
Hey, Cameron said he just subbed to my boy West Coast. That's love right there, man. Appreciate you for supporting. Yeah, appreciate you for showing love, man. But yeah, let's talk about the overall numbers all together, man. Matter of fact, let me get it pulled up on my end too, defense, so I can see the same thing you're seeing. But yeah, let's talk about the defense a little bit, man. Let me get it pulled up and we'll talk about it real quick. Los Angeles. I still be feeling this dyslexic typing in Los Angeles Chargers. I want to call them the San Diego Chargers so damn bad. Like they should never did that. Never did that. All right. Matter of fact, I can share my screen. We can all see this stuff, man. Hold on. It'll probably be a little bit cleaner too. Let me see. All right, everybody can see it. See the stats now. All right, so that's the offensive stats. So Dallas Cowboys defense, 219 yards allowed passing, 53 yards rushing allowed. So they held them boys in check on the ground. All right, so third down, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. 5 of 13.
What is that? 5 of 13 is what percentage? Like, I just did it. Never mind. I literally just did it on my. That's what I was trying to figure out that is 38%.
That's not bad. It's not bad. Oh wait. 5 of 14 would be our defense though, because that's their.
I'm tripping. So 5 of 14.
5 of 14, so 35%. So defense held it down. Defense held it down. 1 or 2 on fourth down. That's it is what it is. We only got 1 sack, but it was a very pivotal sack. It was a sack that pretty much ended the game. Right? So, like you said, he didn't dominate the game, but he did get a shit ton of pressures. And that sack sealed the game. That sack sealed the game right there, because they put them in position where they had to try to chunk the ball down the field. And the moment they tried to make that play, Stephon Gilmore came up with a timely interception. So, I do agree with you when you say that Michael Parsons may not completely dominate a game, but he has moments of domination. Time of possession, Cowboys, it was close. It was closer than I actually thought it was. Cowboys, 29 minutes and 52 seconds. Chargers, 30 minutes and 8 seconds. So even though the offense, was hit or miss most of the day, they did enough to keep the time of possession just about the same. So the Chargers didn't have the ball the entirety of the game, even though they beat us slightly in time of possession. It wasn't a world of difference.
Hey, shout out to my boy Louis Z. I met him yesterday. Louis, we took a picture. Hey, if we took pictures yesterday, please send them to me, please. Anybody, that's anybody. If we took pictures yesterday, please tag me in them so I can get those.
And listen, and hey, Jay Lombardi, I'm gonna go even further. You say that all of a sudden Kellen Moore wanted to run the ball. Kellen Moore ran the ball with us. He just didn't do it well, just like last night. We had a bunch of rushing attempts with Kellen Moore. We always were like in the top 10 of rushing attempts, and we were not that efficient rushing the football, right? So he had a bunch of attempts, low efficiency rate running the football. That is Kellen Moore. Like he's running the football to check a box, but he's not very ingenuitive with the way that he gets to his running plays.
And he doesn't run the ball like he feels is effective too, because I'm gonna keep it real. Austin Eckler should have been way more effective last night. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm Austin Eckler, congratulations and welcome to the beginning of you hating your offensive coordinator. I'll see you in week 17. Meaning, I'm going to ask you how you feel about Kellen Moore, because you listen to me. Austin Eckler right now is at home talking to his baby mama like, you know what, man? I don't know. I know. It's something about him. I know. You got 14 carries. I know. But they felt weird, right? See, this is the thing what Kellen Moore do. He'll give you 14 carries. You be like, damn, he did get it. He did ran the ball with him. But then you be like, damn, you got 3 carries in the first quarter. Got 2 carries in the second quarter. That's 5. You get 4 quarters. You get 4 carries in the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like your carries are so spread out and they're so sparingly that you don't really have an effect on the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ran the ball, but you didn't actually ever use the running game as an actual weapon. It was just like you were saying, it was literally just, okay, it's first down, we should run the ball. Why not run the ball? Or it's third down, it's 3rd and 2. Why not run the ball on 3rd too? It makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like they ran the ball when it made sense. And to be honest with, not even when it made sense, like that's the only time they really ran the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, or, you know what I'm saying, in those moments. But at the end of the day, Kellen Moore's thoughts on the run game hasn't changed. He ran the ball 23 times last night. Had his quarterback throw the ball 37 times last night. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it real. The reason why I know for a fact he hasn't changed, because the film says that the Dallas Cowboys can't even stop the run. Like, what did we give up in our last game? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we stopped McCarthy, but as a whole, the 49ers were able to manhandle that game. And Kellen Moore,
170 yards.
Yes, like Kellen Moore, that's not even on Kellen Moore. I mean, well, I guess it is. You know what I'm saying? But he's a play caller. But it's like the film, like I don't understand. Like, and this is what I always said was Kellen Moore's detriment. Is like he never goes with what the film says, bro. If the film says they have a bad secondary, throw the ball 50 times. I'm not tripping. But if if the film says that this is a team that struggles with running the ball, why didn't you run the ball 35 times on us as a team? And I'm going to tell you this right now. The fact that CJ Spiller only had 1 attempt, Josh Kelly only had 1 attempt, and Austin Eckler had 14, that lets me know that he didn't go into this game, because that's the same thing he would do with us. Like, he would get Zeke his 14 carries, everybody else get 1 or 2. Hey, good night, y'all have a night. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did.
Hey, Action Pal asked, was it him, or did it seem like there were times in the game both teams were running the same plays? It probably felt like that. It felt like that because they both were ineffective for the most part. And like I said, man, like folks that were mad at Dak Prescott for what they perceive not having a good game, like that man was the difference in this team. Like, he made enough plays off script, outside of the structure of the offense, that led to you having positive yardage and touchdowns. Right? He did enough to elevate his team. Right? So That's the difference, because I wasn't really enthused with some of the things that Bob McCarthy did. There were some regular plays within the structure. I'm not gonna just shit on him completely. There were a couple plays that I did like. The high low combination to get CD Lamb the ball over the middle. I like that. They had success with whip routes. To Jake Ferguson last game, so they decided to put CD Lamb on a couple whip routes, and they got success like that too. To beat man coverage, told them boys up, got wide open for a first down completion. So him targeting CD Lamb more, him some of the play calls he had were better, but overall there were still some sets and some things that did not work. The run game still did not work, and those were some of my issues with the game overall. But yeah, I just hope that they can put it together, maybe steal some film. It is the off season. There are numerous West Coast offenses in the league that you can still play from. Like we see teams do it all the time. We saw the Detroit Lions do that double reverse flea flicker for a touchdown. Then we seen the 49ers steal it from them and do it against us. Like it's a copycat league. You see plays like, ooh, that shit was hard. Write it down and and add it to your playbook. There's no harm in that. I promise you, it's not.
X. And this is the thing, you're supposed to copy plays that work well. That's just what.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? To end this thing off, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The Dallas Cowboys last night, two biggest differences in this game. For one was they let your quarterback cook, and then for two, your defense. There was moments. Your offense never put yourself in a position where your defense had to get on the field and do something for them. You know what I'm saying? They kept this game close, and even though I would have liked to scored a little bit different. And if you look at the micro stats, man, your freaking defense played well. And I'm gonna tell you, I want to end it on this, man. Dak Prescott's quarterback touchdown to Brandon Cooks was ridiculous, bro. That dude was running to the right and threw he was floating to the left and threw the ball with his right hand as he's going with his opposite hand. Like I probably got the lefts and right wrong, but just go look at the touchdown. Like actually look at it, man. Like Dak is that dude, bro. And in that throw that he made to Tony Pollard, both those throws are Patrick Mahomes-esque throws, bro. He is literally running to the right and throws the ball across his body. Like 100%. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Dak messes up on that and that's an interception, everybody's a quarterback coach this morning talking to us about how Dak Prescott shouldn't have threw that ball and da. But bro, those was some like he literally swung the whole defense to the right hand side and then threw the ball to the opposite player. And Tony probably had one guy to beat.
Yeah, they did great. They did great on that, bro. Like, that's why I said, man, people need to give Dak his flowers. Even if you're a person that doesn't fully believe in Dak Prescott, all this mess, show credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? He had a good game, say it, because when he has a bad game, when he has a bad game, y'all try to let us hear about it for the rest of the year. When he has a good game, y'all real quiet. So I need y'all just to show the man some love when he played out of his mind yesterday.
Yeah, man. And hey, my boy Dwayne said stop running from shotgun. Absolutely, bro. Like I don't get like you're already 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. If you need 3 yards, that means technically you need 7 because you got to get the 4 that you're standing behind, and you got to get the 3 that you actually need. Not a good way to continue to run their offense. Also, Mike McKelly. Oh my God, Mike McKelly. Mike McCarthy. Bro, if you need 12 yards, run plays that need 14. Like I'm so tired of these dudes throwing behind the sticks, man. Like I don't understand that. That like if you just change that mindset about your play calling, bro, our offense would be 10 times better. Just call plays that are designed for the sticks, bro, for what you need.
Yeah, they definitely gotta get back in the lab and work some of this shit out, dog. Like they gotta get back in the lab, and I'm trying to be patient, man. Like I'm not, I'm not obtuse to the fact that they didn't play in preseason, and this is an entirely new system and play caller. I get all that, but I'm running out of patience for some of this stuff because some of this stuff feels like you should be further along with the personnel that you have. You know what I mean? Like you should be further along because we didn't start this slow I'm not trying to compare them, but we didn't start to slow the first year that Kellen Moore with the play caller.
Our offense is not
Like-
better than our offense from last year was better than this offense from this year. They for sure diminished this offense, and now we're literally just trying to make the best out of what we have. But you have 2 weeks before the trade. You have 3 weeks before the trade deadline, and you don't even play for 2 weeks. I'm gonna tell you this right now: offensively or defensively, somebody new should be in a Cowboy helmet. You get a new linebacker back, and you get a new linebacker in 2 weeks though, because the Evans kid is gonna be playing. Rashad's gonna be playing in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be cool. And you'll get LVE back by that. I think you should get LVE back, but who cares? You know what I'm saying? I want to see Rashad Evers. But yeah, offensively, you need to bring a tight end. I'm gonna do some content on that. But in the next 2 weeks, Cowboys definitely need to bring another tight end here. They also need to bring some guys in here to look at running back position.
Yeah, you definitely need a running back, probably even more so than a tight end. Because I don't have to throw to a tight end. I can take a tight end off the field in the passing game and go and put Jalen Tobadas on the field if need be. If I need another pass catcher, but I can't keep asking Dak Prescott to be my leading rusher. So I feel like I need a running back more than I need a tight end. Schematically, I can not even put a tight end on there if I know I'm gonna go out there and throw the ball around. But handing the ball off, I can't do nothing about that. I gotta hand the ball to a running back. I gotta hand the ball
you
to a
need somebody
back.
for the play action to crack. If our run game was better, then guess what? Your pass game would be better too, because we are a very heavy play action pass dominant team. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you're gonna be play action as much as we do, then you need to have a good run game. Unless you're playing Madden and you're playing some kid that doesn't pay attention that you've only ran the ball 2 times, and now you're gonna play action.
Cuz said Dak snatched off like a scat pack. Hey, that man was moving out there, man. That man was moving. He damn near went so fast he left the ball behind. He was moving so fast. But hey, I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. And sometimes I see Dak Prescott move, and it doesn't look like he going nowhere. But he like shit. That man looked like a gazelle when he took off up the middle of that on that touchdown run.
Hey, that's why I said that Dak Prescott and some of these players they just, even though they look like they're running slow, they're running the fastest they can run. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, in the NFL, if you give anybody a head start, they're going to get the yardage.
Thanks.
Like all these guys are bigger and faster than you actually believe them to be. You know what I'm saying? Because and listen, there's not even that much difference in between like a slow 40 time with that guy. There's not that much difference in between a 4.79 that he ran and a 4.5. That's 0.2. That's 0.2 of a second. So if Dak Prescott at 4.7 gets a head start on somebody with a 4.5, he's probably going to get about 20 yards down the field before somebody catches him.
Thanks. But yo, man, I got to get up out of here, man. Shit, man, I'm down to do a show later on today if y'all want to figure this shit thing up, though.
I mean, I'm running fever and I'm full of cold medicine right now. So if you want to go live later on, we can do something.
Oh, you at home today?
Hey, I'm at home, man. Like I'm full of hot toddy and Tylenol, so I had enough in me to get through this show.
Dude, I heard that. All right, well, man, Father, in the name of Jesus, I actually, Lord, you touch him, Lord, and you heal him, Lord, and everybody that's on the sound of my voice, I actually heal them and touch them too, Lord, and heal their finances, mental and spirituals, and their mentals. In Jesus' name, I pray, man. Hey, man, I'm so happy we are 4-2 going into the bye. 4-2, it sounds way better than 3-3. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you go look at my schedule, when I first dropped my schedule release video, I predicted the Cowboys to go 4-2 at the bye. So we are exactly where I said we were gonna be. The only difference is the names of the team we lost to changed. But other than that, I predicted that we were gonna be 4-2 at the bye.
Man, hey, we all said
at best 5-1. But I didn't think that we were going to beat the Jets and the 49ers. I didn't think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a tall order. But man, hey, I appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love to the platforms. Y'all showed y'all naked asses. We appreciate you for putting on, blessing us with your time and listening to this premium Dallas Cowboys content. It's your boy Hennythemoor reporting live from the liquor store. And Wes, what you be telling them folks, man?
Never look down because stars up. Peace.